Hi everyone, I'm Kira Woods and this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of December the 15th to the 21st. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been with me for a while, great to see you back again. Okay, so we're going to pull 3 cards just to have a bit of a look at what sort of energy and situations will dominate our week. We're starting with the 7 of Wands there. And then we've got a major arcana, which is the Star. And then we've also then got the Page of Wands. Okay, so we've definitely got Wands energy as being very dominant in our week. So Wands, what does that talk to you about? It talks about your passion, your creativity, how you communicate, things that you're enthusiastic about. So your enthusiasm, your optimism. It's that fire energy, that fire in the belly. So the 7 of Wands, though, this is where you look at this card and you see this person's climbed the top of a hill, or a mountain, and they're standing really strong there now. They've really made an effort. They've really come to learn or accomplish something. And this could be a thought or an idea. This could be a situation. This could be a sense of knowing. And they've really come to know this is what they know as being true. And it's about then owning that. It's about standing strong and sharing that in a really positive way. It's around that, with your enthusiasm, sharing with others around you what is your personal truth. And that may not be something that they are comfortable with. So that's where the stance is showing you that you may have to be very self-assertive around how you communicate it. But it's around that win-win situation. It's around, avoiding being aggressive or domineering around your truth or your belief or your understanding or your situation, but being self-assertive, being strong, knowing this is what's right for you. It may not be right for everyone else, but this is what's right for you, and that you're in a position in this particular situation where you need to defend your position. You need to stand strong. You need to own it. You need to be true to it. You need to demonstrate your empowerment around it. So that's what you're being encouraged to do with this. That sort of that using that strength of knowing in a win-win situation. If you're aggressive, if you're domineering, if you just are obstinate, then you're going to probably create more curly situations, and probably people aren't going to listen to you. They're not that, so your communication will end up being blocked. So in order to get the message across and to really know that you're just being true to yourself, it's around doing it in a way where you're being self-assertive within a holistic approach to your communication. And then particularly with the fact that you're following on with the Star. So here the Star is wanting to say to you, look at the big picture. How can you use this new sense of knowing and truth, this personal power, this strength, this fire in the belly that you're experiencing? How can you transpire that into the big picture? How can you use that as an inspiration to really demonstrate your sense of knowing or connection to the divine? Or how can you really show the clarity of this knowing with others and within yourself? So the Star is, it's a card of hope. It's a card of creative visualization or imagining. It's that new vision. It's that unique capacities or capabilities. It's about looking at the future. So it's like we've learnt, we've gained, we've climbed to the top of the hill, and now it's about, okay, where do I want to go with this? What's my big picture? Where's this road or this journey taking me? It's about looking forward with that sense of being inspired, with that sense of that hope and renewal, and really taking it somewhere forward from the sense of connection to your higher self or the big picture, And when I think of the Star, I think of definitely how do we demonstrate that? Well, when you love something, when you really love what you're doing, or you embrace something with a real sense of love and openness and expansiveness, then you really are, that love brings about a sense of expansiveness. And so it's about looking at how can you take your personal power and your personal knowing in a particular situation or the energy around you and really transform that into something greater than the perhaps the immediate. or even within the immediate, how can you really use that as a connection between your higher self and your daily routine, perhaps. So the star is about, you know, healing. It's around rejuvenation. It's that fresh start. So, you know, it's going to be a really powerful week. It's about looking at, though, how to do that in a way that if you're doing it from a place of love and compassion, then it's going to really move yourself forward. If you do it from a place of being stubborn or obstinate, then you'll probably find that you just create a lot of confusion and within yourself some disharmony. But it's a really positive card of hope and opportunity. Okay, so as the week moves on, you're going to move into the Page of Wands. And so, you know, here, the Page of Wands, you know, it's about that. It's definitely a message. Messages come of enthusiasm, support, encouragement. You know, it's about starting something new. So now we look, you know, looking at this page, you know, this page is, you know, it's like being inspired. It's like something new and exciting, and I'm looking at it, I'm studying it, and I want to use it, you know, and I'm really enthusiastic. You know, the page just wants to do it, you know. They don't really want to think too much. They just are into the doing of something new. So it's like something new is entering the environment around that you're very passionate about that you have that sense of personal power. And, you know, it's like if you are in a position where you've got self-employed and you want to do some networking, it's wonderful for networking. It's like you're really able to bring your, you know, your learnings and your wisdom into the picture and move forward. If you're into a project, you'll be really creative. You know, you'll get along well with your team because, you know, that the page, you know, has a real sense of just sort of fitting in and using energy in a way that just sort of works. It's a very positive energy in that respect. You know, it's a wonderful time for socializing, you know, and we are in the silly season. So, you know, the page is the one that, you know, can really kind of have a lot of fun and get things going, energetic and creative. It's that really passionate energy around doing things. You know, it's around it can indicate that you're going to have some really positive conversations coming up, or maybe you're going to get a phone call or a text that, you know, will really inspire you to really go forward with something. Something that you won't want to explore. But the page is very tactile. It's a very tactile learner, so it's really around do it. So with all of this energy of this week is around, this is the energy of doing. It's the energy of moving forward in a really active way. It's about using your energy to move forward. You know, it's not a time to just sort of keep everything inside and sit back, you know. So it's whether you're in a social situation, whether you're still in, you know, you're working, trying to get everything done for the end of the week before you break for the holidays. It's around doing. It's around that really positive energy of doing. And if you try and not engage it, you may find that if it gets quite bottled up, and then that could be quite distressing in a way for you and others around you. So take the most of this sort of newness, this new awareness that you're going to have, this intense inspiration, and open some new doors with it. You know, it can be a very active time to generate the sort of the new doors or the luck that comes with openness. It's around the excitement of new. So I hope you find that useful for the week, and of course we're going to end the week here on the 21st, so it's the summer solstice. For those of us here in the southern hemisphere, or those of you in the northern hemisphere, it's the winter solstice. So make the most of the solstice energy, and I look forward to seeing you next week. If you'd like a private reading with me, or like to just catch up with me, please check out my website at www.kirawoods.com. I also have some specials going for the holiday season to celebrate the solstice, so please check out my website for that. And otherwise catch me on my Facebook page at Kira Woods Gold Coast, or on Twitter. So have a wonderful week, stay safe, enjoy the beginning of the holiday season, and I will catch you next week.